the Philippines. The difference between the days and nights of then and now is day and night. Cities big and small are getting brighter. The towns are getting lit for far longer. On highways, barangay roads, mountainside, seaside, outside or inside, Filipinos enjoy power. Unlimited, uninterrupted, and priced fairly for everyone. But it all started in darkness. The 90s power crisis. The whole nation was in another level of pitch black. Electricity prices were through the roof. Power shortages was so everyday that the news outlets almost refused to speak about it. Darkness was the new normal, but a few dared to dreaming of light amid shadows. Looking at this chapter as a window of opportunity to learn how to rise again.
The transformation of our power sector began with the enactment of the Electric Power Industry Reform Act, or EPIRA. This landmark law paved the way for the establishment of the Wholesale Electricity Spot Market, or WESM, and the incorporation of the Philippine Electricity Market Corporation, or PEMC, to administer and operate it.
For 20 years, PEMC has been at the forefront of the Philippine electricity industry, establishing the governance and systems that ensure a competitive and transparent market.
An electricity market operating in a developing economy was difficult to comprehend. Education was crucial. We had to work hard to convince them that the WESM will work and that it would be beneficial to them and to the consumers.
And identity was, to me, one of the toughest challenges PEMC had to face. It was only in 2018 when the streamlining of PEMC's mandate happened. That was actually a big transition from handling both the operations and governance to focusing solely on the governance. But over time, we've come to see and prove that governance is equally important as operations.
This evolution saw the birth of two distinct entities, IMAP, which took over as the independent market operator, and PEMC, which transitioned into its specialized role as the governance arm of the WESM.
PEMC coordinates with the DOE on policy, with the ERC on regulation, while also working with industry players such as power generators, distribution utilities, the NGCP, and electricity retailers. At its core, PEMC's role is to help ensure a fair and transparent electricity market by promoting compliance and regularly monitoring whether participants follow the rules.
Para kanino? Para sa bayan natin. That's why we are here. PEMC is here for the future of power industry.
Our nation's progress relies on power. Energy propels our nation forward. Without it, our world stops. This is why it takes a special group of men and women to make sure that the nation is not kept in the dark, that the Filipino people can continue to march forward as one nation in these fast-changing times.
The electricity market has changed tremendously, and it's still changing as we speak. As the market grows and shifts, the governance framework must move with it also. Kailangan nating sabayan yun because the mandate for PEMC is to be the guardian of governance.
Protecting market integrity has not been a walk in the park. In 2023, the Supreme Court affirmed PEMC's jurisdiction over the market participants. This was a major milestone for market governance. It's important for the public to understand who PEMC is and what we do, because that's how you get public trust, which is critical for a well-functioning market. Part of our role in protecting market integrity is facilitating how market rules are developed, reviewed, and amended to ensure that these processes are aligned with the needs of the market. And as the market evolves, we must have an adaptive mindset. With growing demand for electric and hybrid vehicles, growing communities in the country, and the increasing role of renewable energy, alongside traditional power sources, our rules and market framework must also adapt.
As we move on towards the future, we will continue improving our compliance monitoring system, as well as continue to provide useful, timely, and accurate inputs for developing a more accurate power development plan and transmission development plan to help the DOE have a basis for their projections. We will be campaigning for prudent usage with demand-side management, continue providing comprehensive assessments to improve WESM design and operations, and adopt new technologies to mitigate problems arising from the use of renewables.
Especially now that we're covering approximately 22% of the electricity market. If we can be trusted with a few, we can be trusted with more. The goal is to govern a higher share. When we say the market is growing, part of it is to get the whole nation onto the national power grid. If the market is not connected to the grid, that market is outside the jurisdiction of PEMC. And there are plans to connect all the islands to just one national grid. When that grid expands, PEMC expands. And PEMC will be ready when the time comes.
New markets, new policies, new systems will also take place. And PEMC is getting ready to develop our own systems. We have a strong, tight-knit, talented team that are already underway in doing that. They understand and share the same goal.
PEMC is equipped to address these concerns. Recently, our Office of the Dispute Resolution Administrator was awarded the LEAP Award for excellence in designing and implementing a dispute resolution system. We have built a strong framework that allows market participants to resolve disputes fairly and efficiently.
The ideal future for the electricity market is one that has no artificial shortage and no economic withholding of supply. We work hard now and will keep working harder in the future so that the consumers and market stakeholders will be assured that the rules will be followed. To sustain the principle of self-autonomy in the electricity industry, PEMC must demonstrate a strong resolve to perform its governance function without fear or favor.
With dedicated governance, with the just and fair brand of leadership, PEMC is supercharging the future of Filipino homes and industries, still dreaming of making the days ahead even brighter. Para sa Taumbayan, this is the Philippine Electricity Market Corporation.